Welcome to Module 1, Lesson 2, Family and Consumer Sciences History. As a volunteer for Extension Family and Consumer Sciences, your role is recognized as an important, valuable resource. It is important that you review and study our past as a foundation to your service. Understanding the history of family and consumer sciences will help you to understand how our discipline evolved and transformed, our identity and purpose, key historical figures and organizations, and our relevance over time. This lesson will review family and consumer sciences history. There are two objectives for this lesson. First, you will be able to describe basic family and consumer sciences history and how it fits into the land-grant mission. Second, you will be able to identify the mission of Extension Family and Consumer Sciences. The history of family and consumer sciences began many years ago, as far back as the mid-1800s. Back then, many women stayed home and took care of their families and household. Few women, especially in the South, had the advantage of higher education. Catherine Beecher, who is the sister of author Harriet Beecher Stowe, came from a family that valued education for women. She dreamed of a field of study to help girls develop the skills needed to be a wife and a mother. She, along with her sister, wrote several books. These books helped bring attention to domestic work and the economy of the home. Then, in 1862, with the passing of the Morrill Act, land-grant institutions offered courses to educate farm wives, making it acceptable for women to attend coeducational colleges. The work and legacy of Catherine Beecher and the passing of the Morrill Act laid a foundation for the real emergence of home economics as a profession. After growing up in a modest home in Massachusetts, Ellen Richards left home to attend Vassar College, where she graduated in 1870. From there, she went to Massachusetts Institute of Technology to be the first woman to earn a degree from this institution. With her degree in chemistry and interest in water quality, she began to focus on the science of domestic and home situations, as well as improving both the standards and quality of living in the home environment. Ellen Richards designed a kitchen that was a feature of the World's Fair in 1893. In this kitchen, nutritious meals were served, along with information on labor-saving work environments, water quality, and nutrition. In the late 1890s, Richards convened a group in Lake Placid, New York, to discuss the problems, concerns, and solutions of domestic science and how studies in this field would help improve the quality of life for families. The group that convened at the Lake Placid Conference consisted of one male, Melville Dewey, who was a pioneer in supporting the discipline. Melville Dewey is also the founder of the Dewey Decimal System. It is significant that a man of his stature understood the importance of domestic science or home economics. Over the next 10 years, these educators worked to make this study a legitimate profession. Their annual conferences became known as the Lake Placid Conferences. At one of the early conferences, they decided on the name Home Economics as the discipline. Because of these conferences and the work of Richards and the other educators, a movement had taken shape. Richards, who began the Lake Placid Conferences, continued her support of family and home issues as a discipline. In 1909, she founded the American Home Economics Association, or AHEA, which became the most influential professional association for home economists. Richards and AHEA felt that students who chose home economics as a field of study would not only be better prepared to manage their own homes, but also be better prepared for careers focused on people and their environments. At the federal level, Congress passed the Smith-Lever Act of 1914, which firmly embedded home economics into the United States Department of Agriculture, Extension, and the land-grant university system. The National Home Demonstration Agents Association was started in 1933 during the annual meeting of AHEA by a group of 21 women representing 13 states. This organization was founded to promote the interest of home demonstration work and extension. In 1964, the association changed its name to the National Association of Extension Home Economists, or NAEHE. In 1965, the National Negro Home Demonstration Agents, founded in 1958, joined NAEHE. In 1995, the name was changed again to the National Extension Association of Family and Consumer Sciences, or NEA-FCS. The mission of NEA-FCS is to educate and recognize extension professionals who impact the quality of life for individuals, families, and communities. In 1963, the Carl D. Perkins Vocational and Applied Technology Education Act was passed and has been regularly updated to support career and technical education. Students and teachers across the nation benefit from Perkins funding through Family and Consumer Sciences curriculum and participation in Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America, the student organization for Family and Consumer Sciences. Family and Consumer Sciences focuses on impacts at the individual, family, community, environmental, and organizational levels. Because of this, Family and Consumer Sciences professionals in one way or another touch upon all of the various dimensions of the social ecological model as depicted in this slide. As times have changed and become more complex, so have the issues that impact our quality of living. The workforce is more diverse than ever, the makeup of today's families is more varied than in the past, and our neighborhoods, communities, and cities are facing an increasingly complex set of challenges. Widespread concerns such as obesity, divorce, energy prices, unemployment and underemployment, and the credit crisis have affected nearly everyone. While the internet has made a lot of information available to us all, access to information alone does not assure the development of critical thinking or problem-solving skills. Extension information on the internet is reliable and research-based, but not all information on the internet is credible or valid. There is a great need for Family and Consumer Sciences professionals to develop the knowledge, skills, and experiences that individuals, families, and communities need to solve many of the issues they face. Home economics helped generations of people become more prepared to build better lives for themselves and their families. As society continues to present complex issues, it is clear that people need more complete skill sets to be successful on a personal, family, and professional level. In 1994, home economics-related organizations and programs decided to change the name of the home economics field to Family and Consumer Sciences to more accurately reflect the complexity of the field and to better serve the needs of individuals, families, and communities. Also in 1994, the American Home Economics Association, or AHEA, changed its name to the American Association of Family and Consumer Sciences, or AAFCS. Family and Consumer Sciences continues to evolve and provides a broad foundation of research-based knowledge and skills to help families be prepared to live, work, and succeed in our society. Within Extension, Family and Consumer Sciences is in the unique position of having professionals and volunteers from many educational and life skills backgrounds. These volunteers and professionals also have advantages because they have connections at the land-grant universities, at the federal level, the state level, and within their local communities. Although the mission of Family and Consumer Sciences is slightly different from state to state, the basic message remains the same. Family and Consumer Sciences provides research-based, non-biased education to individuals and families to help them make informed decisions to enhance their health, well-being, and quality of life. At the national level, USDA National Institute of Food and Agriculture Family and Consumer Sciences mission is to focus on the human dimensions of food and agriculture in addressing priority issues through scientific research and its application, strategic partnerships, extension education, and the preparation of the next generation of Family and Consumer Sciences professionals. The mission can be expressed in different ways in different states. For example, the mission of Family and Consumer Sciences at Ohio State University Extension is to strengthen individuals, families, and communities through education. Several professional groups provide support for Family and Consumer Sciences educators through networks, training, and certification, such as those seen here. Some organizations provide resources and certifications for paraprofessionals and volunteers as well. In review, Family and Consumer Sciences was started as a discipline of study primarily because of Catherine Beecher and Ellen Richards. Richards established the American Home Economics Association in 1909, which later became the American Association of Family and Consumer Sciences. In 1914, home economics became embedded in the United States Department of Agriculture and the land-grant university system with the enactment of the Smith-Lieber Act. Since that time, home economics has adapted and strengthened as a field of study to help individuals, families, and communities meet the demands and needs of their generation. In 1994, home economics changed its name to Family and Consumer Sciences to reflect the complexity and diverse subject areas that are addressed. The professional organization of Extension Family and Consumer Sciences is National Extension Association of Family and Consumer Sciences, or NEA FCS. Through the last 100 years and all of the societal changes, the mission of Family and Consumer Sciences has remained the same, but our work has evolved to reflect societal changes, to help individuals, families, and communities make informed decisions to enhance their health, well-being, and quality of living.